Well, hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to the Whiskey Nook downstairs here in the basement. I'm John, your whiskey neighbor, and I have been called out. I guess this will be an annual thing by Andrew at Prestige Liquids on YouTube. Andrew's a great guy, and I guess every year he's going to call out a Christmas challenge. So when we come back from the short break, I'm going to share with you 3 whiskeys this time instead of 5. So 2 from anywhere in the world and 1 from my home country of Canada that I think would be great to share for the holidays. So come on back and we'll talk whiskey for the holidays.
3, 4.
Thanks. Pretty excited. Yeah, this would be, I don't know how I got down to just 3, but these are whiskeys that I think would go very well. I was about to say when you have friends over at the holidays, you know, maybe this would be the kind of whiskey you could put in a sample bottle and ship to friends and family, and then you guys would be sipping during some kind of family Zoom, because I'm sure we should keep safe this Christmas and not get together. But whiskey can still be shared, even if at a distance. So my first pick, and none of these I think are crazy, they are just good whiskey. So my first pick, GlenDronach 12. You know, recently in my market, this has gone away due to distribution problems. As I hear it, they're still making lots of GlenDronach 12 out there. And for a great, rich, sherried Scotch, I think you're going to have a hard time finding a better bottle for a better price. This is dark, rich fruit, little hints of chocolate, some oak, just enough spicing. I think any Scotch drinker, well, maybe not any Scotch drinker, but I think many Scotch drinkers would appreciate the richness you're going to find in GlenDronach 12. That's pick number 1. Pick number 2 is going to be rye, and rye from the States. This is High West. And this rye is their double rye. Now, their double rye used to be, and this is old enough that it's still that way, a very young, their own rye, and then a very old Blanton 16-year-old rye. And so bottled at, I think, 50.6%. Oh, I should have said GlenDronach is 43. Natural color, unchill filtered. Perfect. This, a little stronger, 50.6%. And 2 types of rye. It is spicy and bright. I get lots of red apple and some cherry on this. Part of that is this is actually a unique bottling, which I didn't realize till after I had it, that actually the last little bit of time, I don't know, was it 6 months, something like that, was barreled back into Manhattan barrels. Wild. So you have to take all that good rye goodness and then add quite a bit of, for me, it's quite a bit of maraschino cherry. Cheers. So good. So good. Peppery, dark red fruit, drying on the palate, makes you just want to go for another sip. Running out of bottle room here. I'll shift over. That'd be my second pick. I think showing up with a nice character bottle like that, right, no one's showing up. I think if you pour samples for your friends, they're going to like you. Next one from my home country, Canada. This is from 40 Creek, and I bet I just shocked many a longtime viewer of this channel because I struggle with the sweetness of 40 Creek. It's good whiskey, and I think if you like that style, good on you. But it always tends a little bit too sweet for me. However, this victory, just being open for a long time, this is their special release last year, has really added a depth to it. So you've got maple syrup, you've got some high corn sweetness, but there is a better huskiness, and I guess it could be the theme here, but I'm going to say a little bit of red fruit to it. Cheers. Yep, this really is a tasty Canadian whiskey. And a little bit of Christmas cake in there, which I'm thinking of, and it's just, I think, you know, and now fairly strong wine note, actually, maybe too strong. Strongest of these three, that's for sure. So it's on that edge, but lots of layers, lots of flavor, and in my market, it's still on the shelves, and now it's finally a decent price. So these are my three whiskeys. That would be Glendronach, nice sherried Scotch, High West Double Rye, punchy, spicy, lots of good flavor, and a special bottle from 40 Creek. This one's called Victory. I think these would be great ideas to pour samples, send them off, and then drink over Zoom. Now, I really need to go more than three because one of the things that happen with my holidays, you can see I tend toward rich and spicy for holidays, probably for most of my whiskey. But then I thought, you know what? You have to have some kind of fire. And some people don't have an actual fireplace. So then you've got to bring out some peat. Add that richness that I'm thinking of at Christmas. There's so many good sticky toffee puddings and Christmas cakes. I thought about Uigeadail. You know, Ardbeg is amazing. It's just lovely, lovely Scotch. I didn't pour it because I knew it would blow out my nose and the whole place would smell like it, but I'm pouring it now. This is such a great Scotch. Now, it is strong. What is the percentage of Uigeadail? 54.2%. It's also just beautiful, all natural color and no filtration, and it's just going to waft over you with campfire and smoke. It's going to smolder down into some peat. There's going to be a little sweet honey in there. And then it's going to add almost a chewy richness. I'm telling you, you pour a couple of samples of these and put them in the mail, and your friends are going to want to talk to you on Zoom. So, really only three, plus a bonus. Great holiday, great Christmas whiskeys. Now, part of the challenge, Andrew, from Prestige Liquids, and again, thank you for picking me out, is to pick three more YouTubers. And last year, I picked a few and they never responded. So, fair enough, because I'm not giving them any warning. But I'd like to hear from Renee over in Denmark, SOWLEG Whiskey. Love the way he's very much healthier than I am. He's out in the woods. He's often running, possibly falling into the forest floor. But Renee, I challenge you. What are three holiday whiskeys for you? And one has to be from your home country. Then let's go down south and let's talk Antonio, Whiskey Quest. Antonio, you are a pleasure to watch. Love the way you walk us through mostly bourbons, but you've done lots of scotches for sure. So what are your three holiday whiskeys? And one has to be as close to hometown as you can get. Well, maybe I added that. At least an American whiskey. And let's do the third back up in Canada. TRENNY and C, we don't talk enough. I would love to be in your studio, mostly when you have Dr. Don over, as I don't know how you always do, but TRENNY and C, I also would love to hear what are your challenges, and then what's your Canadian whiskey pick, or even better, something on the island. I know there's at least one distillery I love on the island. Look, thank you for tuning in. Holidays are a great time to share, and if we have to do it virtually, fair enough. But there's nothing wrong with pouring a sample, getting it to a friend, and sipping along. Thanks for the challenge. Have a great week.